Across 2 millennia of human history, 4 ideas have guided soldiers in battle, emperors on thrones, and citizens in the everyday struggle for a meaningful life. The ancient Stoics called them the cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Epictetus, Enchiridion 13. Epictetus, born a slave and later a revered teacher in Nicopolis, reminded his students that wisdom begins with humility. Wisdom in Stoicism is practical. It is knowing what is truly good, what is truly bad, and what is indifferent, and then acting accordingly. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Lucius Annaeus Seneca, statesman and playwright, saw courage not only on the battlefield but in the patient endurance of daily trials, illness, insult, uncertainty. Courage is the practiced refusal to let fear dictate our choices. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus, Discourses 2.1. Temperance or self-discipline is the charioteer that reins in appetite and passion. It is the virtue that keeps power from becoming tyranny, success from turning into excess. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 12.17. Finally, justice, the Stoic conviction that we are citizens of one universe, bound by reason and mutual duty. For Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, justice was the crown of the other virtues. Without it, wisdom is mere cunning and courage mere violence. Over the next few minutes, we will explore how these 4 pillars can steady a modern life buffeted by distraction, anxiety, and information overload. We will translate ancient counsel into practical exercises you can begin using today, whether you are writing code, leading a team, or simply trying to keep your cool in the morning commute. If you find value in this journey through Stoic thought, consider subscribing now. We have named the 4 pillars: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Now let us make them real, turning marble principles into daily movements of the mind. 1. Wisdom, seeing clearly, choosing cleanly. Wisdom, the Stoics insist, is not encyclopedic knowledge but right judgment, the ability to know what is in our control and what is not. 1. Morning framing. Begin each day by listing 2 columns, within my control and outside my control. Write 1 concrete item in each. As Epictetus says, there is only one way to happiness: cease worrying about things beyond the power of our will. By isolating the controllable, you train attention on action instead of anxiety. 2. Pre-mortem reflection. Before starting a project, imagine it failing. Ask which mistaken judgments would have led here. This practice of prospective retrospection, a favorite of Seneca, turns hindsight into foresight and prevents preventable mistakes. 3. Evening audit. Each night, replay the day without self-pity or self-praise. Ask, did I assent to any false impressions? Did I confuse opinion with fact? Over time, the audit sharpens perception, replacing reactive emotion with deliberate insight. Courage, acting despite fear. Courage is not brazen daring. It is steadfast alignment with reason even when consequences loom. 1. Voluntary discomfort. Marcus Aurelius practiced brief fasts and slept on hard surfaces to remind himself that comfort is negotiable. Choose 1 mild hardship each week: cold shower, minimalist lunch, public speaking at a local meetup. By rehearsing discomfort, you vaccinate against future fear. 2. The 5-breath interval. When adrenaline spikes, an unexpected bug in production, an accusatory email, pause for 5 slow breaths before responding. This momentary space breaks the reflex chain. As Seneca notes, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Courage often starts with refusing the first fearful narrative. 3. Define the cost of inaction. List what will happen if you do not act. Opportunities lost, standards eroded, self-respect diminished. Seeing the silent price of avoidance makes bold steps rational rather than reckless. 3. Temperance, mastery over self. Temperance guards against excess, aligning desire with purpose. 1. Single-task sprints. Schedule 25-minute windows devoted to one task with all notifications silenced. End each sprint by noting whether impulses pulled you off course. Self-discipline grows through measured repetition, not iron vows. 2. Halt at 80% rule. In meals, meetings, and code reviews, stop when you feel 80% full. This deliberate incompleteness teaches restraint. You leave physical calories, conversational airtime, and intellectual space on the table. Epictetus reminds us, no man is free who is not master of himself. 3. Digital sunset. Choose a fixed time, say 21:30, after which screens go dark. Replace the last hour with reading, journaling, or quiet conversation. Temperance is easier when temptation never appears. 4. Justice. Living for the common good. For the Stoic, justice is duty to the larger whole. It binds the personal virtues to society. 1. The widening circle. Picture concentric circles: self, family, colleagues, city, humanity. Each day perform one act that benefits a circle farther out than yesterday's. Marcus Aurelius thought that what brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee. 2. Generous interpretation. When reading messages or code comments, assume the most reasonable intent compatible with the facts. This steelman habit reduces friction and models fair dealing. 3. Transparent ledger. Keep a simple log of favors owed and favors received. Balance it weekly, not by exact arithmetic, but by ensuring that gratitude and contribution outpace complaint. Justice thrives on reciprocity made conscious. Bringing the virtues together. Practiced separately, each virtue strengthens a single limb. Practiced together, they move in coordinated stride. Wisdom clarifies the target, courage advances toward it, temperance keeps the pace sustainable, and justice ensures the journey uplifts more than just the traveler. Begin modestly. Adopt one exercise from each virtue for a 30-day Stoic sprint. Record outcomes, feelings, and obstacles. At month's end, review and refine. Philosophy, said Seneca, is a counselor for life. Its counsel grows sharper only through living rehearsal. Thank you for joining this exploration of applied Stoicism. If the lessons served you, keep an eye out for forthcoming videos where we will delve into advanced practices from the ancient schools and interview modern practitioners, bringing Stoic thought to startup culture, public policy, and personal resilience.